Here are your anti-extension exercises. So, in our core training, our core stability training, we're looking at basically being able to resist the tendency to go into extension, low back contraction. Basically, we want to go into flexion so that posterior pelvic tilt and hold that abdominal contraction from that posterior tilt. So first exercise we're going to talk about is the plank, the standard plank. So we're going to go, I like to start from my knees because that gives me the ability to tuck a little easier. So I tuck and lift one knee at a time, just like that, holding that pelvic tilt. I can do the traditional plank from my elbows, same thing, start from my knees. I'm going to tuck and lift, and I'm going to hold. The next exercise we're going to look at, same position. We're going to add a little movement to it, but we're trying to hold that tilt without going into extension. That's going to be the ab walkout. So we start hands and knees, we tuck, and we walk it out. Trying not to lose the tilt. So if you start to go into there, we know we've lost it. So we want to make sure we hold that pelvic tilt, walk it out, and then walk it in. I push and slide. As I come in, I go right into that cat pose, and I'll walk it back out. Walk it in, walk it out. Third is our dead bugs. Now we're going to be in that supine position on our back. We're going to push that low back into the ground. This is good for people who may have a hard time with being on the arms, wrists, or shoulders. I apply tension into my knee, into my hands. Keep that low back connection with the ground. I'm going to open and back. Open. Same leg, same arm. Open, back. Pushing low back into the ground. Last one, hollow holds. Push that low back into the ground. Hollow position. Same position as the dead bugs. I'm going to grab my knees and I'm going to really hold that hollow position and then release the hands. And I'm holding that contraction with my abs. As I extend and hold, that becomes much harder. Still holding there. If my low back comes up and I go into extension, I know I've lost that contraction there. So we're trying to hold that contraction.